Hi, it's Sunday and it's a beautiful day out here in the Northwest. And as promised, I wanted to share just a little bit about gardening, biodynamic gardening. And it's something like another level of organic gardening. And I thought I'd share it because, one thing that I'm really passionate about is helping others. And, that is in regard to our health and our well being. And that gardening is a part of it. It's a small part of it to me. It means, for example, if you are um, interested in a healthy diet, there's nothing better than growing your own food. So here I am in my parents' home, and this is a view of some of the plots I've been working with. And in the past years, I had shot, videos, photos of my gardening progress. But I thought I'd start now, being February 13, and here's another bed here that I'm using quite a bit. And I thought I'd walk you through some things that I'm working on. But in regards to biodynamic gardening, it's really about planting with the moon, in relation to the moon and to the earth, because it was many, many years ago that people grew food, farms, based on the rhythm of the moon, because we knew for hundreds of years that the moon has a very powerful effect on us as humans, but also it has an effect on the tides. Imagine the whole world is affected by the moon in that respect. And so it is with gardening as well. This is a little view of a little space that we're using. We're calling it our greenhouse. This is from the outside looking in, and I'll bring you inside just to think about what it is, what biodynamic gardening might mean, what it could mean. Gardening in general is a very beautiful thing, especially if you're really concerned about what you put in your mouth, and food, and growing the foods. This is an important thing about any kind of gardening, is to grow the foods you really enjoy eating. Because I've been through lots of things where I would grow things but then never really got to enjoy them or eat them. So don't know, you can see this, so let me take this off the tripod for a second. But here we've already started some tomato seedlings, and this is my father's start on this. I don't know that exactly what date he planted them, but I'm looking to, and I'm preparing this now, I'm looking to plant what they call flower vegetables. These are vegetables that you might enjoy the flower part, like broccoli. Broccoli is considered a flower in the world of biodynamic gardening. So broccoli, you want to eat the flowers, whether it's sprouting broccoli or any other kind of broccoli. Of course, the flowers also mean other flowers. Chamomile, marigolds are things that I grow as companion plants, and I'll explain more about what companion planting means to me. But today I'm going to focus on getting these into those pots. There's my soil ready to go, because on many different biodynamic apps and books and calendars, they give specific days of the month, of the season, to a particular type of plant. So flowers, and tomorrow it's a leaf day. So leaf, of course, as you might guess, means lettuces, bok choy. I'm going to plant bok choy this year. We eat the leaf. We eat and parsley, basil, kale. All these things are considered leaves. So I've got some seeds from last year and also new for this year. I'll go into a little bit more detail as a leaf day comes, but tomorrow is a leaf day. So before 8 p.m. tonight, if I get these two flowers in, I'm about 3 weeks in advance of the last frost, and you can look this up in your area. When is the date of the last frost? Because that's the time when you can plant out without danger of the frost killing your plants right at the beginning. So I like to start them indoors in this space. And I've got my new lights. Actually, I bought these used on OfferUp. They are exactly the same as the ones here that I've been using. Oh, this is a 5-lamp one. I've been using these lamps on a timer for the last couple seasons now. And the heating pads underneath. Because it's cold in my part of the world still. We had frost this morning. So if I get these started 3 weeks in advance of the last frost, in principle I could start to plant out slowly them into the ground. But I like to give them a head start. We have the space, and it's almost necessary for certain plants because we don't have a long growing season in the Northwest. So I'll start with planting this. But it's just a beginning video. I want to see how this works if anyone's interested in learning more about how to grow your own food. Organic gardening. This is a little bit about both organic gardening and biodynamic gardening, which is more about the timing and what phase of the moon. So it's a flower day. I'll get these in. Tomorrow is a leaf day. The process is the same. I'll get these seeds into pots like this. I've got 20 pots. Now, peat pots is something that we're familiar with here in the US, but in the UK you can't get peat products anymore because peat is a natural resource that we're running low on as far as the peat bogs in the UK. So this, I don't know how they're more available here, but these are great because you can plant them, grow them, and plant them completely in the ground like that. That's the same with these type of little, these are very, very tiny little peat pots. They start off like little pellets, and then you put your seed in there. And so we're fairly good. We plant only one seed in here, so that one plant, this one little tiny seedling, will become a full tomato plant, hopefully, one day, and we get lots of beautiful tomatoes every year. My father likes growing tomatoes, and we love eating them. And in fact, it's the only time of year that we eat tomatoes. We never buy them, but we wait until it's late summer when we can start harvesting fresh tomato, because you won't believe how beautiful they taste. A biodynamic grown tomato in particular. I know this from my experience growing a garden in the UK. And our first attempt at biodynamic gardening, the tomatoes were incredible. You grow together with tomatoes as a companion plant. They were incredible, very intense. So I'm hoping, you know, of course, with flowers that we'll have lots of broccoli, and broccoli is something I love anyway, but I would like to eat more broccoli. Broccoli is heart healthy food, and I've been challenged with some heart issues, so eating less meat and more vegetables and fruits would be ideal for me. So, but for you, gardening in particular is just wonderful, and I benefited also from just the whole act of gardening. It's very healing, and so thanks to my friend Lydia, who suggested doing videos a long time ago, Healing Garden. And so that's, I'd be curious what kind of name to this gardening series, if it could become one, if anyone's interested, what name could I give to this video series? So Healing Garden is number one from Lydia, my friend, and she's a very spiritual friend who knows me and knows a lot of things. So here we go. I'll do this, and then I'll check in another couple of days to see where we are. Other things that you can do in the garden just to prepare, depending on where you are. It's actually spring in the Chinese New Year calendar, the lunar year, which we had just the other week, right? And Aquarius moon is the beginning of the lunar year. So it's spring in that sense. It doesn't feel like spring in some parts of the US, but and certainly it's summer in Australia. Well, coming on to winter, I guess, finishing summer. But yeah, so I'll go from there, and hopefully, if there's enough people interested, I will continue. All right? So until then, cheers, bye.